Hey there, this review for our second edition Ravenloft campaign. This was session number 4. Um, we started off, we're in the village of Torogu, and we plan to take the villagers to Kiranova, a bigger village. Our cleric, Brunor, the dwarven cleric, he's been running around setting magical traps, glyphs of warding and such, in, I think it's glyphs of warding, in vacant homes, waiting for the Boyer, to return and leave him a little present. But we end up getting a rest for the night, and in the morning the villagers are ready to head out. So we take off because of the terrain. We deal with some really bad weather. There's a big storm comes in and we have to seek shelter. During this, we find a really pitiful some land to shelter in, but the storm just intensifies, and we are basically attacked by these things called the winter people, and they look like the pictures that we were shown. They look like the White Walkers from Game of Thrones, so not good. We prepare our weapons and get ready. We're also taking constant damage from the elements, like our fires are starting to slowly go out. So we're like getting seeped down in damage as we go. We start fighting them. Quick, we realize we need magic to hit them, which my character, he does have a magic dagger. He doesn't have, at this point, he doesn't have a magic sword or anything, but he does have a magic dagger. I end up actually failing, get hit and take damage, fail a saving throw, and have a fear effect kick in, and I flee from the battle. So I'm not typically doing that well anyway, so I actually drop my regular, I have a longsword. My character is specialized in longsword. He drops his sword and runs off. Only to get confronted by another of these winter people, actually a few of them. He eventually that effect sort of wears off. I failed it really badly, so like I have this lingering effect where I have this revulsion to frozen dead things. But he's fighting 2 of them. I have with just my magical dagger. Oh, hi, Maddie. Thanks for joining us. So that's not going that well. Melora and Brunner are engaged. Villagers are getting eaten or killed on the regular. I don't know if they're being eaten up. Maddie, go on. I know you want to be on the camera. But yeah, so we're losing villagers. I think ultimately by the end of the battle, we lost, I think we were down to either 18 out of 20 something or 14. I don't know. We lost a few. I'm just looking through my notes. Yeah, we lost a bunch of villagers, and I took a ton of damage during it when I was fighting these 2 winter folks. Eventually, Brunner used his turn undead ability, and I think we didn't use that early on because he wasn't sure they were undead, so he didn't use it, and we were really taking a pounding. But I know I was taking a pounding. I was almost dead actually by the end of the battle because I was just nickel and diming the ones I had fought. I actually didn't drop either one of them because I was just hitting them with the magic dagger, so not doing a lot of damage. And I was also taking strength damage, so it got to a point where I wasn't getting a bonus for damage at all, so I was doing straight dagger damage, plus I think it's like a +1 dagger. So really bad fight, but because of the injuries, I'm now hypothermic because I've taken so much damage, so I take more. And we were down to 14 villages out of 20 something. So we're able to get the fires going, and we kind of discerned that the winter people were absorbing that heat, and that's why they were going out. So I have a revulsion now to frozen meat or bodies. It's an automatic effect, so it's going to last about a month. So every time I see dead frozen stuff, I can't go near it. We rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awesome. And we end up getting a rest for the night. I end up failing another save because the dice were just awes we end up sleeping through the entire watch, and that was on me this time. So now each one of us has fallen asleep on watch. Bruno uses some scrolls that he has to heal me, and then we travel that morning. We head towards Kiranova. That takes a better part actually a week or more. It's like 8 days, but we don't have any more encounters along the way. We kind of get through that part of it, and we arrive in Kiranova. And we quickly realize pretty much everybody in the village is dead. They've been killed by, looks like, wolves. I can't, because of my revulsion, I can't really go too close to it. So I'm on the outskirts of the village while everyone else is searching. They do find in Igor, who got us all started on this grand escapade. They do find his home, and they get me into it. They find us, Mikhail, who's our guide. He gets me around all the bodies, and I'm able to get to the home where we shelter in for the night. We also find some stuff there. We found some silver arrowheads, which we quickly get the material to make arrows out of. So we have some more help in fighting some stuff, because it's either probably magic or silver it's affected by. We also find a sword in the he had a forge in his home, and we find a sword there, which radiates magic. So they hand that off to me, so I have something I can fight with, and we hunker down for the night. At one point, this wounded clergyman wanders into the village and tells of the boyar and the wolf attack. I think his name is Sergei, and he knew Igor, and he was the one that sent Igor to find the pass out of this land, but he was unsuccessful. So we kind of decide, we have a map of the area. I have pictures of it. I don't have the actual map, but we have an actual physical map at the table that Matt made, which is a really cool prop that he did for us. There's a bunch of different locations on there, but we know some of the towns and stuff are loyal to the boyar, and so we're kind of leery about going there. But we also, on that map is the path that Igor has taken, with a lot of notes and stuff on, different things that he encountered or experienced. So we decide to follow his path to see if we can find a way out of this place. And so on the map, there's this Nordvik is a village, and we know it's loyal to the boyar, but they may also only be loyal because they don't want to be killed by him. So they may not be, fanatical towards him. It's just that, they don't want to be killed, so they profess their loyalty. So we're going to go there. We need to find more info on Igor and things called the Two Sisters, and they're actually related to Mikhail, like they're his sisters as far as we know. So he's very shocked. Mikhail's actually shocked to find out that they're even still alive. He didn't realize this. So we kind of scour the town. The town we're in now, Kiranova, actually has provisions and stuff. So we gather up what we can, and we're going to make plans to head out in the following session. We're going to leave the villagers behind because we're not going to drag them, the 14 of them along with us, because by the time we get anywhere, there'll probably be less than 14. So yeah, it was a good session. We're making some progress. My dice rolling is just atrocious in this game, probably the worst I've seen in a long time. Like, my fighter is fairly ineffectual. Maybe it'll be different with a sword, but a lot of the rolls of magic wouldn't have helped, just because my dice rolling is just so poor that he's not really doing much, which is frustrating. But it's interesting, like, unraveling this whole mystery of what's going on, and I'm ultimately trying to find a way out of this place. Maybe the next wherever the next land is, we find I don't know what kind of weather we'll get, but we've gone from one extreme to the other. But yeah, that's where we're at. There's a real quick review. I need to be better about getting these out, because we're actually playing again tonight, so I should have had this done like several days ago. But I thank everybody for watching, and I'll catch you at the next one.